Their story dates back to 2007 when Beng Feliciano and Maricel Cua were both starting their own families and were clueless to the dynamics of parenting. Back then, they always sought the familiar support of friends and family. While breastfeeding was the most difficult challenge, the opportunity to carry the world's #1 breast pump presented itself. With Medela as the stage and now their flagship brand, they slowly built a community around them.
I was looking for breast milk donations for my sister. Someone referred me to them, and I wrote them, and they replied to me, and they gave me so much milk for my nephew. So that's how I met them.
Initial meeting, it was, they were very accommodating. Of course, they were very professional about it. I never actually thought that there will be some sort of friendship that could come out of it.
Both of them have been very helpful with the things that I've been asking for. Various things, both advice on not just pumps, breastfeeding. They had a lot of things and items that they were selling in their store, which I felt were very useful.
It soon became apparent that they could help families beyond their breastfeeding concerns. There were so many more needs out there for modern-day parents. And so, Maricel and Beng found themselves growing with their clients.
I could tell that these girls were passionate about what they do. These are moms who had been there, who had been frustrated, who had been afraid, who had, doubted themselves, and them talking to me about what they did and how they did it was really inspiring.
It takes a village to raise a child, and that's what these two moms believed in, and so a fast-growing parenting village was formed. So joining us today are Maricel Cua and Beng Feliciano, the moms behind the Parenting Emporium. Hi guys! I am so happy that the two of you are here. They're some of the most balanced moms that I've met out there. Medyo mahirap din pala to be in the mommy crowd, right? Because you get a lot of advices here and there, and you have to weigh things here and there. And I'm just so grateful that I have a community with you guys. So let's start with, what is the Parenting Emporium?
Well, the Parenting Emporium is actually a dream come true for us. It's a retail social enterprise, the retail part being a store that wherein we carefully selected all the products and brands. Those that we've actually used and those that we've actually trust our family and friends with. So we're really tickled every time we hear good feedback. So we feel like, we did our job well in choosing these brands and if it really works for the families. And then on the other end, it's also a social enterprise. We do have a private label, a line which employs marginalized communities so that they can make these crocheted stuff. Actually, we'll be developing other products.
Right, you showed me that when I went there. Yeah. And so what's the story about this? Why the whole mommy thing?
Well, we were each other's support system at that time. Maricel was a mom ahead of me, and I remember, if it's okay with you to share this, well, she doesn't have a choice.
Sige, sorry ka na
When I
lang.
told her that I was pregnant, she said, okay, I have to tell you what works. And she sent me an Excel file, and it had categories, and then she listed down everything, and she qualified each answer. And I remember, and it was about everything.
You're really like that. That's your personality. Parang you're a teacher type. Ganon?
May pagka-OC din pagdating sa ganyan niya.
But I like it because you already get the full review.
I know.
You get the full review.
Everybody needs a friend like Maricel. Parang, I need help. Ay, may Excel file na dumating. But that, it translated to like holding workshops, seminars in the house, right? In the Parenting Emporium. So what kinds of seminars, workshops do you have there?
Actually, we had to really choose which to go with because there are so many parenting concerns. So what we did, we just chose like 4 advocacies: pregnancy, health, nutrition, and education. So we have classes like on childbirth preparation, nutrition, from first nutrition, which is breastfeeding, up to adult nutrition, actually. And then we also have recollections, because you're also talking about spiritual well-being, emotional well-being. We have workshops about managing mommy guilt. And then we also have Yaya seminars, diba? And then we also have early childhood education classes. And we even have classes for kids, like engineering classes, art classes. So it's really fantastic. It's really our thing kasi like growing with parents and learning.
I know, and I think that part of what you're learning are, you know, some of the hottest issues that we have out there. So for you, what is your observation, no, from talking to a lot of moms to this kind of community? What are some of the common challenges that moms encounter?
Oh, many things. Like, for example, they don't know where to start. I guess that's the good story also that we can share, because before it was all breastfeeding and we had the chance to distribute Medela at the time. But then later on, we saw that there were so many other concerns. Like, for example, the mother has to go back to work. And then what will she do with her child? Okay, her decision is to have somebody take care of the child for her.
Right.
So in terms of physical care, okay, you can read about that. But what about the mental development? What about play? How do they play? So and thus the workshops for teacher. So many.
Yes.
Preschool, homeschool, so many.
And the way that I see Parenting Emporium is that it just really is a diverse kind of journeying with others. It's not just picking one kind of mom, right? I mean, everyone is welcome. And I love it very much. But, okay, now that, of course, you get to encounter different types of parents, what do you tell them about the value of having a community? Like, why is that supposed to be a part of your journey?
Well, for us, because nowadays there's a lot of information out there, and then mommies are so smart nowadays. It's all the information is accessible, and so it can really be so overwhelming. So you kind of need to learn how to balance things out and not just listen to everything or do everything that you've heard or you've read about. So if you have a community which you trust, well, first of all, you have to choose a community that you belong to, because there are, you know, I guess hiyang in a sense. So if you're in a community which will allow you to grow and will not impose, you know, their will upon you, then it's very supportive and very healthy. So for the balance, it's important to have a community. And then also for support, because it's just to boost your morale. Sometimes you feel like you're all alone in whatever you're going through, and then you realize, oh, so my situation is not unique, and it gives you you know, renewed strength and energy to tackle the challenge. May not be exactly how the other mommy tackled it, but at least you have an idea how other, you know, mommies have done it because of the community.
That's right. I guess it's really what you do from the Parenting Emporium. What I see is you listen instead of judging, because, you know, once you get into the whole parenthood thing, there's so many people telling you how to do things, what you should be doing here and there, and, you know, sometimes that can get confusing. A lot of them are well-meaning, but if you're already, you know, nalulunod ka na, you're drowning with everything that they're saying, all you need sometimes is someone to listen, right? Don't judge me na, listen na lang. Masakit talaga boobs ko. You just need that, and some laughter, of course, which I get from you guys. So now I want to ask, for the benefit of our viewers, your workshops are free? Do you charge? What's the fee?
Well, some are free, some are they charge. So the best thing really is to just get in touch with us. You could email us at theparentingemporium@gmail.com. Also, the best is to follow us through Instagram at the Parenting Emporium, because that's always updated with the latest products and classes and workshops. And then you can also call us. We have a hotline. 0917-561-4366 for the products, and then there's also one for the classes. So that's 0917-811-0821. So that's really the best way.
Thank you so much for being with us today. I'm pretty sure that a lot of moms are already helped, but you're gonna help them more in the days to come. Because habang lumalaki yung mga anak natin, mas lumalaki din yung questions natin in life. So thank you for journeying with us with Mommy Manual.